Several CDC employees learning that they were fired by email this morning.
So they're all part of a sweeping round of cuts of federal health agencies across the country. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley is live outside the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So, Joe, how many people could be impacted by the cuts?
Hey, good evening, y'all. So we understand the Department of Health and Human Services says up to 10,000 workers could be without a job after this latest sweeping round of federal layoffs. Take a look behind me and you can see the CDC headquarters here in Atlanta. Right now, folks here holding signs railing against these federal government cuts. The fired workers now trying to figure out what's next, while others are worried about the future of public health. Helping marginalized communities made Evelyn Olansky want to get into public health. They did that through tracking HIV outbreaks at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
My passion beyond epidemiology has been finding ways to make public health better for trans people.
Tuesday morning, Olansky got an email saying they were fired from the CDC.
There's some talk of positions being reconsolidated under other banners, but in terms of me, my coworkers, and our leadership, they flushed us all.
It's part of a major restructuring of the Department of Health and Human Services, which impacts the country's health agencies. Up to 10,000 people could lose their jobs in the latest wave of layoffs.
A lot of people are really scrambling right now to see what they need to do to adjust in case they do have a dramatic change in their income or employment situation.
Financial planner April Reed Cruz is helping another fired CDC worker navigate this time of uncertainty.
So having that emergency reserve, knowing what your spending is, and having a contingency plan in place should something unexpected happen is extremely important.
Retired CDC worker Barbara Marston was part of the protest railing against layoffs that she says could have long-term impacts on our public health.
CDC saves lives, CDC actions save money. So cutting these people is doing the opposite. It's going to cost lives. It's going to be devastating to the economy. It just doesn't make sense.
Evelyn Olansky and many others now have to make sense of their futures and find a way forward.
I think devastating for what happens next.
Olansky tonight says they are less worried about their future and more fearful for those with families, including one of their coworkers who they say was 7 months pregnant and laid off today. We're live tonight outside the CDC headquarters in Atlanta. Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Joe, thanks a lot for the update there. By the way, at the same time here, folks, NBC News is reporting that at least 6 federal agencies are now offering another round of deferred resignation. So this is where employees are encouraged to quit, but they still get paid for a few months before officially leaving that office. The White House says that around 75,000 workers accepted the first offer back in February.